Omoni MPP akan ombesi wa fimu. Ade ba ko a omo ye. Anase omo campaign di si omo ani so pa omo try so ombe ne say. Ombe portray say MPP nya ba ko. Na Nana Addo Akufo Addo oyobi a oye trutrasem ompe nkambo mu. Afen so ompesrem fu asem. Ya hunu lately. In a press conference bi so. Bugri Naabu Northern Regional MPP chairman. Anka ya wada ebe nka Ibrahim Mahama. Ene mampani John Dramani Mahama. Nini nuanu aka. Wamone Bugri Naabu. Komo kwa kobono pa dadano. Nanko abe press conference. Ya wada ebe. Aka so resign from NPP. Na wakansemu a enye dia fa Nana Addo ho wi a waka pi so se Nana Addo empesiremfu asem na otan wo mo enka ebeye pinson na nka aye basa na unim abo ni dua nyame ne pra ne ho na obi so na ball no nyom se opese dua emumo koku a eno anisi yentie ene press conference a Mustapha Hamid addressing and semnibia epiem ba ewia na afi edujumade no frase.
The president's brother's first statement to Bugri was this, quote, "Why are you with these Ashanti people? You know they don't respect us Northerners," unquote. He went on to say that he's a Northerner like Bugri and has not been happy with the things that Bugri has been saying about him. He also mentioned Dr. Bawumia as another Northerner who was very harsh on him. And he said that as the only Northern president we have, that it was through him that Bawumia got to work at the central bank. The president said that nothing pains him more than Ajia Samira Bawumia, the wife of Bawumia, who has been very harsh on him. The president then went on to say that Nana Akufo Addo does not like Northerners. Bugri Naabu told him that it cannot be true. The president said it was true and that was why Afoko was suspended. Bugri told him that it was not true, but Afoko brought it upon himself. And it was his behavior that got the party to suspend him, not Akufo Addo. Then they went ahead to tell Bugri what the deal was. The president's brother led the discussion. He said Bugri was supposed to resign and damage Akufo Addo beyond electability. According to the president, Bugri should paint Akufo Addo as a rabid anti-northern person who could never be trusted to advance the cause of the people of the north. He was supposed to tell the world that it was Nana Akufo Addo who got him to turn against Afoko and that he was now wiser. He was supposed to say that Akufo Addo was knocking the head of one Northerner against the other. Bugri was supposed to say that Akufo Addo was running a one-man show in the MPP. He was supposed to label Akufo Addo as a dictator and to say that if Akufo Addo doesn't like you, you are in trouble. And that Bugri was supposed to say that it was Nana who got him to suspend the Northern Regional Women's Organizer of the NPP. Ladies and gentlemen, they then went on to tell Daniel Bugri Naabu that he was supposed to resign from the NPP, damage Akufo Addo as an anti-Northern person, a rabid hater of Northerners, and in turn they were going to give him a brand new V6 Mitsubishi vehicle, a brand new V8 Land Cruiser, 3.3 million Ghana cedis. Bugri Naabu is owed by government to the tune of 247,000 Ghana cedis from road contracts that he has done, which government has not been paying for several years. They promised to pay that money instantly. And then on the spot, they brought him 500,000 Ghana cedis cash. In 50 Ghana cedis notes, Ibrahim Mahama dropped it right in front of him. It's terribly sad. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddy, so dirty, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country. And then they gave the money to Bugri Naabu.
On 1FM 107.1
and left. It was a Friday, 28th of October 2016. So the very next day was a Saturday, and Bugri Naabu found the one prudential bank that he knew would be open at that time. That's the Abosokan branch Prudential Bank. And then he went and deposited the money in his account. His account number is 00909855900013. Account name Daniel Bugri Naabu. 00909855900013. And out of that money, immediately Ibrahim Mahama told Bugri Naabu to take 50,000 out of it and give it to Alhaji Awal. Alhaji Awal being the go-between, the man who facilitated the meeting, and that they will replace the 50,000 later. A few days later, at Bugri Naabu's daughter's funeral in Tamale, true to word, President Mahama sent a high-powered delegation to Bugri Naabu's daughter's funeral, led by Deputy Chief of Staff Kenneth Wujanji. There was Dr. Mustapha Hamid in that delegation. There was Ibrahim Mahama himself in that delegation. And then the president went and gave Bugri Naabu an additional 10,000. In other words, a donation of 10,000 was made on behalf of the president. Then Ibrahim Mahama himself gave 20,000 as funeral donation. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, they made good, uplifted all the promises that they made. Mitsubishi V6, Pajero V8. Days later, they delivered the Mitsubishi brand new V6. It is actually packed in this yard now. When we finish, journalists can go and have a look at it. Now, these are the original documents of the Mitsubishi V6. This is Bugri Naabu's picture that they have put on it. This vehicle, okay, 2nd November 2016 was when the change of ownership was done. But this vehicle was imported in August of 2016, and it originally was imported and is owned by a company called Malin Investments. Malin Investments registrar. Okay, we have obtained Malin Investment Company Limited is the name of the company. So we ourselves did a check with the registrar general to find out who are the owners of Malin Investments Company Limited. And the two directors of Malin Investments are one Hawa Mahama, Hawa Hayisi Ai Mahama, and Frank Nuhu Alomaso. And Frank Alo, everybody knows, is personal assistant to President Mahama. So this company is owned by the president. Hawa Mahama, I leave you to go and find out. This is how far we have find out. But I'm sure you can infer that it is a sister of the president. But you can find that out. But what we are sure everybody knows is Frank Alo, who is the personal assistant to President Mahama. I'm sure all of you journalists know him. So they jointly own Malin Investments, which is the company that originally imported the vehicle, which they have given to Daniel Bugri Naabu to bribe him to destroy Akufo Addo and make sure that Northerners hate him and that he doesn't get a vote in the North. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot run a country like that. You recall that just a few days ago they got Harun Atta, whom they've given an ambassadorial position in Namibia, to lie through his teeth that Akufo Addo had told him that no Northerner can ever lead our party. Now this revelation should tell you that it is just a carefully orchestrated scheme. When I refuted it, I'm sure a lot of you were saying, is it really true that Akufo Addo didn't say that? But now it is very clear that there's an ethnic, ethnocentric, tribal agenda that is meant to incite hatred against a good man who has been fighting all his life for the Ghanaian project. Nana Addo Akufo Addo. Wallahi, inshallah, Allah shall fight for Akufo Addo. Ladies and gentlemen, I would not like to belabor the point, except to say to the people of Ghana that we need to go out there on December 7th and vote against one, arrogance, greed, selfishness, unpatriotism, corruption, bribery, ethnic bigotry, ethnocentrism, mismanagement, and if you want, downright incompetence. Everywhere, and thievery, actually. Everywhere that we have gone, the change mantra is in the air. Allah tells in the Quran, when the help of Allah and victory comes, and you see people embrace the religion in multitudes, celebrate the praises of your Lord, for he is oft forgiving, most merciful. I say to you, on 7th December, come out in your multitudes, embrace the NPP. Let us change this country. Let us change a new course and a new direction for this country. It is not about me. It is about you. It is about our children and our children's children. It is about generations yet unborn. It is about the blood and toil of our fathers. It is about the people who have died and laid down their lives that this country may prosper. That we do not allow their lives to have been lost in vain. That we rescue this country. I am a northerner, full-blooded one. My father is Bisa, my mother is Mamprusi. But wallahi, the bread that I eat, my children's future, that is more important to me. There can people say, "Enyo obi bibi ni obi, onipa bibi ni niyawaye ni ye." As northerners, we are not just looking for people who are supposedly our brothers. We are looking for people who have our backs. For generations, the three northern regions have been classified as the poorest countries in this country, as the poorest regions in this country. I feel very ashamed. And when we get the one opportunity of a northern president to rescue us, this is where he takes us into a ditch. Ladies and gentlemen, change is coming. God bless Ghana. God bless our homeland, Ghana.